I'm Sue Lucas from Passionate About Fish, and I'm going to show you how to prepare a whole hake. We've got this lovely hake here. This one's come all the way from Scotland. The first thing you need to do is to descale it. So you take your scaler and gently brush from tail to head, very gently because it's quite a soft fish, all the way up the fish on one side, roll him over. Again, very gently brush tail to head. And don't forget to do the underneath the tummy bit. Okay, let's clear those away. Quite a scaly fish. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is remove the head. So to do this, we cut behind the fins at the front, just make a little incision around there, and then go right up into the back of the head. Turn the fish over and do exactly the same on the other side. So release it under its chin, up to the back of the head. When you're here, put your knife down, holding the head and the body, and pull, and you can remove the head in one go like that. So that gets that out of the way. Right, clean down. Okay. The next thing we're going to do to the fish is take the tail off. So the tummy finishes about there. We're going to go to about here, and we're going to gently run our knife all the way around. Turn him up and then go through the bone. Just push and go forward at the same time and take one cut. Now, I'm going to process the tail first. Before I do that, I'm going to take these fins off. I should have really done that when I had the whole fish, but we'll go up one side, taking the fins all up the dorsal fin, underneath, from the tail all the way up to the top. You just run your scissors underneath and take all the fins off. Right, from this, I'm going to take two portions, two steaks. So again, you can gently run your knife around and just one push and you'll get through the bone. You shouldn't use a mallet on these fish. Go all the way around, underneath, through to the middle, and one push and you'll take those off. So we've got two lovely steaks there. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just fillet the tail of the fish. So we've got a whole tail, the bone runs all the way through the middle, and to do this I'm just going to pop my knife above the bone and gently cut out to the side, lift it up and go all the way down, and then we can come up the other way, knife back on top of the bone, and then gently tease the fillet off. There's a little bit of bruising down there, we can tidy that up in a second. The second side, I insert my knife just on top of the bone, come through to the middle, turn it round, go all the way down to the tail. There's a little ridge in the bone, come over that little ridge, turn it round, knife on top of the bone, and just gently tease the fillet off the bone. So the tail would make a great stock, so would the head. Right, it is very messy because of all those scales. Okay, so we're just going to trim the little bits of bruising off that fillet. You can just gently trim that off, and you've got two lovely fillets there. Okay. The final preparation I'm going to do is on the whole thick end, the loin of the fish. So what I'm going to do here is take the fins off all the way up, and again there's just a little bit left there. Take those off. Then taking my filleting knife, what I can do now is open this loin out. I just pop my knife in here and cut up, and that opens that flap of skin. Hake's got a totally different bone structure to other fish, so by just inserting my knife just millimetres under that, really under the tummy lining and down, I can just open that fillet up just a little bit there. Turn it around and I'll show you again. Do exactly the same on the other side. Just insert your knife, really just cutting through that lining all the way up to the top. Once you've done this, you can put your knife down and then holding onto this bone and just use the tips of your fingers, take the flesh away from the bone, turn it over and just do the other side as well. And then if you're careful and you pinch it here and pull, the whole bone will just roll out of the fillet. So now you've got a loin that hasn't got the main bone in it, and all we do now is gently shave away this black lining. Now it's quite bruised and damaged here, so what I'm actually going to do is cut down and get rid of that bit because it's not very nice. Same on the other side. Gently. I'll take that belly flap off. These tummy flaps would be great for putting in your fish stock. I'll clean all that up. There's a tiny bit of bruising there, but really that's not going to affect the eating quality. I'll take it off a little bit, but it's just a little bit of blood. The pin bones are there. If you take those off as well, you've ended up with a totally boneless loin. And this piece could be some rosemary, some herbs and some butters and just roasted in the oven really, really quickly. It's a beautiful piece of fish. So, 3 pieces out of 1 fish, boneless loin, 2 steaks and 2 tail fillets.